That's actually my favourite teaspoon there. Oh, anyway. Hello. This is a new segment of our process video series. It's called Fireside Chats. I'll admit saying that it's with Satan because, well, my name's James, but that's a reference to a psychedelic jazz musician called Sun Ra, and he had a cool album called Fireside Chats with Satan. Saturn, Kronos. Well, let's just cut to the chase, shall we? I wrote a poem, didn't I? And I'll read it now. Back to that teaspoon. Check it out. See, who wouldn't like a long stem teaspoon with a little star thing on it in your bloody herbal tea with your honey? I know. I'm a class sellout. Honey is not cheap food. But I've kind of got this, well, I don't know, paleo thing where I think if it's been around a long time, you should probably eat it. I mean, not like literally the honey, but, you know, whatever humans used to do probably worked all right, because here we are, right? Whereas Zoom had 1,000 years and it's not looking so tasty. Oh yeah, this is cool. So the point being, there doesn't need to be a point. I'm going to read you a poem. Goddess of Fortune. Someone made that print. Salt lamp, Himalayan salt lamp. Didn't carry it back from the Himalayas, you understand. But, oh God, hey, this lighting situation is in deficit. But you'll forgive me, right? And you'll forgive that LED kind of bad lines in it too. It's all just so damn unique, and it's also the real deal, isn't it? All the glitches, all the things that aren't going right, just makes it more authentic. Okay, so these are in the back of my drawings. So there we go. That might work a wee bit better. Right, I'm going to write you a poem. I don't have any children, you see. It goes like this. I'm going to write you guys a poem. I don't have any children, you see. It goes like this. Except this pen sucks. And I have the twitchy RSI arm active. Hang on a moment. Okay. I'm here again. And if you were here, you would have heard a big ripper proot. That was like pants splitting or a tree cracking. Dad's farts are always funny, but a bit scary too. Do you remember? Well now, back to the fireside poemry. It's quite good. A poem can be anything you like, even a text message, but part of the poem is the intent, at the inception. So when the mind, heart, imaginary observer, narrator you can be says, I'm going to write you guys a poem, he digs in deep into the cockles and folds, fjords and mists, rivers and valleys and glaciers, and footpath of his mind, heart complex, to summon the angel of Poemry, herself into his wet, salty blood-pumping silly man skin. Yes, sirree, young lady there with the hair, teeth and smile, you know you heard me. The angel of poetry is a girl. It's true. Why do you think all the old stuffy bearded English chaps and booky unemployed English literature lecturers going from skip to rubbish bin, penning their elaborate begging cardboard signs, perfecting their disenfranchised mentally ill alcoholic look for the wage earners on Twitter and opioid tranquilizers? Why are history full of Guy Poemry talking the Bible? Well, it's a lovely, bosomy, compassionate is why, and musty dudes who smoke pipes and have attics full of books and never change their undies enough, probably have syphilis and gonorrhea and drink too much alcohol, are in love with the muse. The muse we transfigure our own soul into with the magic of will, dream and action in order to feel, to be present, to speak safely the unspeakable to another soul through... Yeah, check that one out. Through the veil of little scratchings on paper and leaves of white rectangle. Real poemry, of course, dearly beloved, is lived by normal people every darn tootin' day, hour, minute and second. Why, you only have to smell the urine, witness the light in its droplety fall, smell the memory of the fluid you may have ingested earlier in the day, bearing witness then to the unfathomable detail, intricacy, vulnerability and mundane tragic majesty of the very passing moment, becomes a poemry advancing lens of awareness to be practiced and feverishly manipulated to form effects for the audience or reader. And for this matter, the live stream monologue of pure wisdom that is the oral tradition of this childless man, who also has the responsibility of the sultry goddess, divine being of raw, pregnant power of spirit, this flesh and a steamy date of the angel of poemry to husband. An invisible relationship, granted, but one of cultural moral force, gravity and mothering tendencies of the neglected humanity of our playful little prison farm plantation we call New Zealand culture. For truth, without the human poet, heart, mind, child, angel, mother, father, we are but an economy, a transactional business for other people's businesses and interests, which it would be plainly seem is in fact what culture is now generally. But that, my beloved, is another poem, battle rap, despairful trap in a faulty analysis. Our main goal here in this commentary is to warp to a split screen on the horizontal plane and surf till the 0 point at faster than light speed. Can you feel the advertising imagery? Wind through your hair? That's an after effect of the LHC. Large Hadron Collider, you see. As we now are in a closed-circuit artificial hollow matrix software simulation as an insurance deal worked out by the New World Order before they actually imploded the known universe in the dark antimatter they managed to make. Turns out that an extremist breakaway extraterrestrial YouTube cult got hold of the passwords and let the cat out of the bag. Well, then she said, that's a load of old codswallop, and when I'm searching for evening's stimulating, relaxing entertainment, I peer closely into the refracted image of that divine poemry angel, fooling me that it's myself so subtly. Now, why would a stay-at-home artist man be going on absurdly about poemry angels and not even rhyming? Is it legitimate? Well, if I say it is, beloved, it is. Who am I, beloved? Well, let me tell you who I am. I'm the current exact match of all my ancestors who ever was, with distortions, of course, in the electromagnetic fields of mass communication. But also I am a son of the apocalypse, a flake of scab cell in the receding empire, orphaned me victim of parents who were children, in a cash grab lolly scramble culture. I'm a dying man holding on to a thin thread, looking into madness, isolation, poverty, despair, and paranoia and self-recrimination. I'm a kind, silly, normal, integrating fractured psyche, learning a path less chosen, a delicate dictation of service to a faith between futility and miracle. It's the auto-checkout chick who checks you stealing the middle-class paleo bread and doesn't mind. It's self-aware bravado in clown costume, date night smorgasbord, pure ordinary peasant. Sublime ridiculous. Poemry is what you do and share when filling out other people's data sheets becomes a non-option. We call it lifestyle freedom. We call it romance, we call it visionary, we call it redundant, we call it personal, powerful, boring, cute, stupid, crazy, and profound. So when alliteration and metaphor fail, when spelling and Grammarly spell checker and auto-predict is eating your angel like slave cannibalism did, well, you glad hand that angel, you quantum zap her DNA helix frequency modulator up in that imaginary hot bit, oh totty, and make a baby. Go on, get that poemry born. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. It's now been 13 minutes, 20 seconds. Good night.